Good morning, Mialisia. Happy New Year, everybody. This is our first Power Hour of 2014. It's so crazy to me. Mialisia has been up and kicking for the 2013 that we're heading into our second year, and it's just been really exciting. So I am so glad that you are all here with us. We have a lot to talk about today, and I hope that a lot of you are on the call because it's exciting stuff. You guys are going to freak. First, a really quick kind of reminder. This week is Bounce Back Week. We sent out an email last week to everybody who earned Bounce Back credit, which was earned by shopping with us on Black Friday. For every $50 you spent, you got $5 of Mialisia Bounce Back credit. So some people earned like $5 and some people earned like hundreds of dollars. So if you did not receive an email but you think that you spent enough on Black Friday to earn some credit, email support@mialisia.com, or you can call our support team and they can check to see what credit you did earn on Black Friday, and then that's how you can redeem it. It's just by calling or emailing an order into support. And they'll help you to redeem your credits. So any questions about that, let our support team know. We posted a Power Hour announcement, of course, and on Facebook, on the Designer Facebook page. So if throughout the call, like I said, we have a lot of announcements. So if you think of any questions or anything as announcements are being made, go ahead and post them on that Facebook feed, and we will get to your questions at the end of the call. We have several announcements. You'll probably have questions toward the beginning. So post your questions as you think of them, and then just kind of be patient with us as we get through all of our announcements, and then we'll start going through some of your questions, okay? So I think that's everything I have. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the time over to Annelise so that we can talk about 5,000 to Fabulous.
Woohoo! Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and a New Year. Last year was so fantastic, and I just can't even tell you how grateful we are for all of you, for the efforts that you're putting in to really help us make this dream come true. 2014 is going to be amazing. I'm so excited. I can't even sleep right now. We have so many exciting things happening. It's just so fun, and I'm just so excited. We're going to have a great year. So I wanted to talk about the 5,000 to Fabulous. It was fantastic. You guys all worked so hard, and we are so happy with the turnout. We're just grateful for your effort that you put in. We actually gave away more than 775% off coupons and more than $3,000 in free jewelry. So it was an incredible success. We actually had 14 women that hit the 5,000 points, but we also had many women who were really, really close, and they had over 4,000 points. So I wanted to make sure to recognize them because they worked really hard too. So the designers who achieved that, they earned 375% off coupons and $50 in free jewelry. And these ladies, again, were the ones that hit over 4,000 and came really close. We had Kelly Baird. We had Tracy Bonadino, Danielle Dickerson, Teresa Fallaber, Sheila and Tammy Smith. So awesome work, ladies. Thank you so much for your effort. You guys did awesome as well. We were super pleased with our full grand qualifiers. You guys all really stepped up to the plate and worked so hard. And these ladies, they all got 375% off coupons and $100 in free jewelry. They will also get 3 pieces of their choice from our upcoming spring line for free. And they also got the entry into the grand prize drawings. And so these designers were as follows: Jean Christian, Lori Clark, Stephanie Cohn, Shelley Cottrell, Tara Delladonna, Leisha Doherty, Terry Duncombe, Jennifer Glassbrenner, Lane and Stacia Jacobson, Janice Knutson, Autumn Lexer, Michelle Potler, Lisa Trost, and Kara Tucker. This was amazing. These ladies did so great. We have tons of designers, and these ladies rocked it. They were so awesome. You guys really are fabulous, and we're so grateful for all that you did. And so I'm going to go ahead and announce who won our drawing. We did our drawing. We also videotaped it, so we'll be posting that online shortly, just the winners of the drawing. But here we go. Okay, so our first prize was over $250 in Mialisia swag, so a swag bag stuffed with all kinds of fun stuff. And our winner for that was Leisha Doherty. Congratulations, Leisha. We're so excited. We love you so much. She works her tail off, and she's just rocking it out there in New York. So congratulations, Leisha. Okay, the next prize was a day spa pass, so $250 at the spa of your choice to go get pampered, and you deserve it because you worked so hard. And our winner for that was Michelle Potler. So congratulations, Michelle. You'll be enjoying a day at the spa. Okay, the next prize we had was a designer handbag of your choice up to a $500 value. How awesome is that? Our winner for that was Lori Clark. So congratulations, Lori. Start picking out your purse that you want. You'll be getting that soon. Okay, the next prize we had was our Nordstrom shopping spree for $1,000. That is like my favorite. I would love to go shopping. So the winner for the $1,000 Nordstrom shopping spree is Shelly Cottrell. Congratulations, Shelly. Okay, and our last and grand prize for our fabulous getaway to the destination of your choice, valued at $1,500, is Lisa Trost. Congratulations, Lisa. Lisa, she's been working so hard. I know she's been all over this country doing trade shows and, fashion events, and she's just earned it. So congratulations. You'll get to go have a little getaway here with your hubby and enjoy some time away. So thank you all so much. You guys are just fantastic. It really is going to be an exciting year. We appreciate all that you do to help us, make this company happen. So thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to turn the time over to Sean, and he's going to make some really fun announcements that you guys are going to want to hear. So stay tuned.
Also, there'll be a video being posted about this, and Annelise already said that, so I just want to remind everybody that that'll be posted here shortly, showing the drawing live, which is really, really fun. There was a lot of crazy excitement going on, and Lisa, I have to tell you, when you called in on Friday to find out if somebody had the results, if we had the results yet, we had just done the drawing, and all of customer service was trying so hard just to keep their mouth shut. So very, very funny, but very good. So, all right, guys, we have so many things, new things, announcements and stuff coming out today, this week, and this month. I mean, a lot. And so we're really excited to kick off 2014. There's a ton of momentum going on. One of the first things I wanted to talk a little bit about is our launch, our pending launch in Canada. We have that coming up here shortly. We anticipate that people will start being able to enroll in the tree underneath you all starting next Monday, so a week from today. That is our goal. We'll let you know if that changes. We haven't had any hiccups yet, and we're on track for that. And Annelise and I are going up to Canada this week. We'll be up there on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, doing kind of a little bit of groundbreaking up there. So very excited about that. There will be so much coming on with that. Couple of things. One, today an official announcement about Canada will come out. Secondly, you will get with that announcement, it'll be emailed to you, it'll be on the designer page. It'll have a frequently asked question document. Now, this document is just our first stab at the frequently asked questions in Canada. So if one of the questions you have is not on that document, please send it to support@Mialisia, and we'll get that added to the question and answer document and get it answered if we have the answer. Now, with this Canadian launch, very exciting, a lot of stuff going on up there. We want to remind you that in the entire country of Canada, there is about 32, 33 million people as of the last census. There are more people than that in Southern California. So please, please, please remember your biggest opportunity is in your own backyard, and your biggest opportunity is in the U.S. And, it's just a huge economy here, probably about 15 times the size of Canada's economy. So don't switch over and start spending all your time on Canada. You'll really miss the boat in the U.S. We're 4 months in the U.S. Remember, companies don't hit their stride till that third year. So we have a lot of growth. to the U.S. We're not hardly anybody even heard of us here. We have a huge opportunity. Okay, having said that, we're very, very excited. We have some new people coming aboard and already every single day. We also have upcoming a brand new promotion that's going to be announced. I won't give you the details of that today. It should be coming out later in the week, but know this. Every bit of your efforts from January 1st on will count. So everything you're doing now will count towards that contest. It's going to be backdated, and it'll run, and it'll have the biggest grand prize we've ever offered. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of new things put into that. You know, there's a lot of good recruiting going on now. A lot of people out there really building their teams. I want to give a special recognition shout-out to Team Rockstars, Mialisia Rockstars, who since December 1st have added just over 20 people, new designers to their team. That's almost one a day, and they're just rocking and rolling. And since the new year, the gas has been stepped on, and they're really getting it going. So very exciting, nice work, ladies. Everybody else, let's get going. Some of you are doing really well, and we have just a lot to accomplish this year if we're going to change the way that women wear jewelry and the value they get from that jewelry, and if we're going to enhance inner beauty. We've got a lot of work to do, so very exciting. All right, then, one other thing I wanted to talk about is that we have a brand new recognition program coming out in the next week or so. As you can see, a lot of stuff coming out. It's going to include pin levels and different things in between the current ranks. So there's going to be a lot more opportunity to get recognized, a lot more things to earn, a lot more things to accomplish and get recognized for. With that, we have a brand new Fast Start program coming up for your brand new recruits. Again, this will be backdated till, so that everybody will have the opportunity to go ahead and get that, especially the new recruits, and to do that. It's going to be really exciting with lots of recognition, lots of hurdles and little things they can do to earn that recognition. So we're excited about that. I know I'm giving you a lot of teasers, but as you can see, for the last 30 days, we've been very, very busy at corporate. And so we've got a lot of stuff coming out that's all coming to a head. I mean, no big deal, right? Launching a new promotion, a new country, new recognition program, and all kinds of other things going on in the background. So very, very exciting. All right. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Annelise, who's going to talk about our upcoming training meetings, our meetings that are coming up here in a few weeks that we want you to be a part of, and also our new Valentine set coming out. So, Annelise?
All right. So we do have some incredible training meetings coming up here in January. Some of our best leaders have been working on putting this together, and I'm one of your New Year's resolutions is to build your business. You are not going to want to miss these meetings. They are going to give you all of the tools that you need to really kickstart this year and do it the right way. So let me give you the information here. Okay, so our first event is going to be in Utah, and the fun thing about that is you get to be here where corporate is, so you can stop by and visit if you want. But it'll be January 17th and 18th, so that Friday and Saturday. So that's the first one. And then the second event will be in Pennsylvania the following week, so it'll be the 24th and 25th. Now, anybody that registers by Tuesday of this week is going to actually be entered into some drawings. And these drawings will be for jewelry, free jewelry, maybe some of the Valentine's sets. We're actually going to give away a conference ticket for a free conference ticket for coming conference this year. And also, we're going to do a little special dessert with Sean and I on Friday night. We'll take you out for dessert and meet with you. So there will be a drawing for that as well. So, and that will be anyone that has registered up until this point, and then anyone that registers by Tuesday. Now, you can register up till Thursday for the $99, but after Thursday, it will be $149 to register. Now, they are doing a special, so any new designers, any brand new designers that sign up in January can come for only $75. So if you've got a new designer, encourage her to come. It'll be a great way to just, start out her business if she's can come to that meeting. And also, if you want to bring a guest, they're only $75 as well. So if you want to have someone come for a getaway weekend, they will only be $75 up until the event. So do not want to miss these training meetings. They're going to be so valuable, and you are going to learn incredible things. So if there's any way possible that you can make it, then do make sure you come. We're all going to be there. All of our leaders, our top leaders, and Sean and I will be there. So they will be really exciting and full of great stuff. So please, please, please put that on your calendar and make it happen. All right. Let me turn the time back over to Sean here. Oh, I missed the Valentine's set. Sorry. So I know we've mentioned that a few times throughout the call. We do have a Valentine's set. It's a Versa-style piece and a matching earrings. It's going to be coming out with a little gift set for Valentine's, and those will be here very soon. They're in transit, and we'll have them soon, so you should be able to start selling those ASAP and get people excited for that. So I think you guys will be excited, and you'll love those. They're really, really a cute little set. So, okay, I think on to the next.
All right, guys. Well, ladies, not guys. Sorry about that. There is a few guys, out there that are probably participating, so we're glad to have you as well. We wanted to just take a moment and talk about the fashion event and give you some best practices from a few of the designers that I noticed were having huge success and got their stories and, some of the things they were doing that I thought were very enlightening, and talk about those for the next few minutes. Designers, as well as I do, that all things good come out of a fashion event. Recruiting, future bookings, sales. But there's so many keys to doing it the right way. First of all, right, you got to keep it simple. You got to have great fashionista coaching. You got to really go out of your comfort zone and call people, pick up the phone, meet people where you go, and really get outside yourself and really work hard to make it happen. But when you do, by getting a few events booked and having a few successful, really your business can explode just from that. You don't need a miracle. You don't need, the greatest web presence. You can build a business, a very successful business, and women and men are doing it today. So let me just share a couple with you. First of all, a person I wanted to talk a little bit about is Jessica Hochschulte. Now, Jessica gets an A for effort, man. She I noticed was holding parties and fashion events in Minnesota. And I thought, well, that's strange, right? I mean, she lives up in the Northeast, so, what's she doing in Minnesota? And so I dug a little bit, and I found out. And this is, I asked her to send me a little email about her trip. And this is what she wrote back to me. She says, Sean, I'm lucky to have a couple of team members that were willing to pack up and drive to Minnesota with me, Jennifer and Carl Sanders. The 18-hour trip through the night to my homeland. Oh, my goodness. And then drive back through a snowstorm, which ended up taking them about 36 hours to get home. Annelise and I have been there, done that. We've been stranded in Wyoming in hotels that you wouldn't even want to step in, more or less sleep in. So we definitely know what that's like. She says, the day we arrived, Monday, fashion event at my mom's. Tuesday, fashion event with my high school friend. Wednesday, fashion event with my aunt. Thursday, fashion event with my mom and aunt. Friday, met with salons, boutiques. We did about $2,500 in sales. We visited 15 to 20 salons and boutiques. We had 7 positive on-the-fence results, 1 signed on January 3rd. We strategically invited people I had not seen in years to share Mialisia with them. We shared it with everyone prior to the trip. Had 2 stop and shops with friends who placed outside orders. Created a sense of urgency because of the limited time there. Met with as many boutiques as possible. Helped our team members, Jen and Carl, by coaching.
I am so sorry if anybody is on the call. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Sean is just going to reboot his phone really quickly. But he was talking about some really good stuff. Stay on the call. Also, I know that we just made a bunch of announcements, some pretty heavy announcements. Canada, I know you probably have some questions, and new promotions and the kickoff meetings that are in a couple of weeks. So if you have any questions about that, like I said earlier, go ahead and go onto the feed, the Power Hour feed on Facebook, and post any questions that you have. A lot of your questions will probably be answered once we make an announcement, or once we email out the Canada announcement later today. We're also going to be putting together, I think Sean mentioned it, an FAQs page, and we'll be uploading that for you guys. So hopefully...
All right, Michael, I'm back.
Okay. Technical difficulty over. Okay, continue.
All right. So where I'm not sure where I cut out, so I'm just going to start right back up with... Okay, so apparently I'm being told we got up to the snowstorm. So a huge snowstorm, and then Jessica gets there with Carl and with Jen Sanders. They hold a fashion event at her mother's house on Monday. On Tuesday, they go hold another fashion event with a high school friend. On Wednesday, they'll hold a fashion event with an aunt. Thursday, they do another one with the mom and aunt combined. Friday, they start hitting salons and boutiques. They generate $2,500 in sales. They visit 15 to 20 salons and boutiques. They have 7 people that are on the fence about the opportunity. They signed one of them on January 3rd. They went through and strategically invited people that they had not seen in years before they got to Minnesota. They shared with everyone prior to the trip, so they didn't just wait to get there and hope to have good results. They had 2 stops and shops with friends who placed outside orders. They met with many salons and boutiques. Jessica also helped her team members, Jen and Carl, coach them through on salons and boutiques. And when she returned home, this is the key, she contacted all of the people who couldn't make it and asked them to help out through outside orders, which accounted for another $100 or more. I'm also holding 2 Facebook parties, she said, and 2 people since they couldn't make the parties. Now listen carefully too. This is important. She says, I am very persistent when it comes to people I know. I give them as many options as I can think of for them to help me. Now, designers, as human beings, we have in our soul, an innate desire to serve and do good for others. We really do. We have an opportunity to help out our friends and people we care about, and we care deeply about that. All of us do. And what's interesting is that I have found that to be even more so with women. They are so giving and kind and serviceable. They just have it almost like it's born with them. And what Jessica's saying is, she says, I call the people that care about me, and I give them an opportunity to help me. Well, that is huge. First of all, that's not high pressure, that's low pressure. Second of all, she's playing to their already desire to help them. Do you know why most people don't serve other people or do anything for other people? Is we don't know what to do. We don't know how. No one ever tells us. And this is huge, that she's giving them an opportunity to serve her. That is a blessing for her and for them, because they get an opportunity to do something for their friend. And who doesn't feel good about that? My goodness. Nice work, Jess. Okay. Next person. This is a totally different experience, and I wanted to share this with you because it really speaks to how Annelise and I got this business going from the ground up. We didn't have tons of bells and whistles. Sure, our presentation was good, but we kept it simple, and we let the jewelry sell itself because of the concept and how awesome it is. Really, the 2 best things to sell our product are the hooks. They're magical. And, can anybody guess? Oh, yeah, you can't respond to me. The other thing is keeping it simple, right? Excitement. Excitement sells. All right, here we go. This is from Jill Adams. Jill says she was actually going to do a fashion event. There was some crazy weather conditions in her area. She's from a very small town, and she said, I left in plenty of time, only I find out when I got there, I only had 15 minutes to set up because of the weather. She said the fashionista had set up a table, but when I got there, there were already several guests that had arrived, and so the pressure was on to get set up quickly. So I kept it really simple and laid all the jewelry on the table, only setting up 3 necklace forms to show some looks I knew people in my area would like. I kept all my jewelry and in the cases and a couple of display mats, so I'd been able to get it set up quickly for my events I laid on the table. I had women going through it all as I was setting up and more guests kept arriving. I still hadn't had a chance to demo. Thankfully, my fashionista didn't skip a beat and jumped in, showing them all how it works. After I had 11 guests arrive and lots of questions being asked, I politely asked them to all sit down. They were so excited about the jewelry, but my fashionista and I couldn't keep up with the questions or help creating looks. All of the guests had places to be, so there was not any time to waste. I did the fastest 5-minute demo ever. Reminds me of Annelise at the craft show. It was even quicker than that. And all the while talking and moving the jewelry quickly. Hooray for our awesome hooks. In my area, money is tight, so I knew my audience well and talked about the great value of our jewelry because of the versatility and our warranty. Plus, since they know I am the wife of a school teacher and a mom to young children, I told them how much I appreciate the value of my jewelry and that the quality of the jewelry has allowed me to enjoy wearing the jewelry again. The entire time I talked, I was changing the look on a guest with different pieces. Again, this was only 5 minutes, and I talked really fast. As soon as I was done, I had to move even faster to get out of the way of my display table. The women were even more crazy about the jewelry after seeing what it could do. They couldn't play or pay fast enough. They didn't want to leave because they wanted to stay and play as they were being creative with all that jewelry, right? So we ended up selling $750 in 40 minutes. Every guest placed an order, and nearly every guest bought 3 or 4 pieces. Only one person bought one piece, and all the guests bought pieces in the lower price range. And this is very indicative of the value of the area I live in. And then she goes on, currently the party is close to $1,000 in sales. To me, this is incredible since I live in such a small rural area. The women couldn't get enough of Mialisia. Because of the excitement this fashion event created in my area, I have continued doing stop and shop for guests that couldn't make it. As I've looked back on why this was such a success, I would say first and foremost it was my fashionista and the fashionista coaching, the simplicity of the party, the fact that I told people it would be quick, the versatility of the jewelry as well as being in the price range they could afford, and finally the ease of my setup. Lesson to myself: keep the enthusiasm and energy high. Keep it simple. Keep it real. Know your audience, and the jewelry sells itself. And so, team, I thought that was just outstanding. Thank you, Jill, for sharing that with us. All these stories will be posted on our designer page later on in the day. But I have one more to share with you. But wanted to talk just a little bit about Jill and about this fashion event. You know, almost by force, she was forced to just lay the stuff on the table. There's a big lesson there. People want to pick stuff up and play with it. This isn't just normal jewelry. Oh, I look at that necklace and it doesn't go with an outfit that I have in my head or that I'm wearing today, so I don't like it. This is about actually picking up, playing with the stuff, and creating looks. They won't do that if you have it displayed so pretty and beautiful that they don't want to touch it. You want to make sure that this is different. Somebody walks into a jewelry party and the first thing they see is a bunch of jewelry laying on a mat. It's going to first pique their attention, like, what the heck? What's going on? Either this lady has no clue what she's doing or this is something different, right? And it's about making it accessible and making it quick. The joy of the fashion event or the thing that will drive your sales is in the playing with the jewelry, the creativity, and allowing women to enhance their inner beauty through the design of the jewelry. And the key is they use it to design looks themselves. So please make it accessible for them and keep your presentation short. Then go through with the women and just play. Have fun and show them that just for a very low budget, they can create so many different looks. Ask them questions like, do you know of any other jewelry that does this? Have you ever seen anything like this? Is this something that you can think of a friend or a family member might like that, you know, I might be able to call and present to them? Get referrals, but keep it simple and have fun. When women are having fun, they will do a lot to help you. All right. The last one I wanted to share with you is from Stephanie Cohn, who didn't join our company that long ago. She's a brand new designer. She, switched over from another, company, and she had another business. She's been experienced in direct sales, and she's had some great success with us in a very short time. So here's something that she said. She said, some of my very best friends have come from direct sales, and many of them live in the Chicago area. When I made the leap from my previous business to Mialisia, one of those friends said she'd host a fashion event for me. I first thought that was a funny proposition, and then got to thinking, I could pay for the trip if I had a few fashion events while I was there. So I asked 3 of my best friends, and they said yes. And a week later, I was on a plane, headed on a trip I will never forget. For years, I have talked about visiting my Chicago friends, who knew it would take this career change to make it happen. Having only had 2 fashion events before this trip, I didn't know quite what to expect. My goal was to have 3 decent fashion events, whatever that means, right? And for my friends, and leave with 3 new team members. I ended up having a $4,000 week, 3 fashion events well over $1,000, and I met with 1 new team member just hours before leaving town. She says these are some of the bullet points that went into her success. First one, just ask. Had I not asked, my friends never would have pulled together for me like they did. Number 2, partner with your fashionistas. My fashionistas were able to use my friend came all the way from Washington State line to promote their fashion event. Your fashionistas can find their own line to use, and chances are each will be different. Work with them to find one. A suggestion might be, I would never host a fashion event like this, but this new concept blew me away. You're going to be amazed, but you have to come see it for yourself. Attendance is critical. All 3 of my friends had at least 10 guests at their fashion events. I think there's a sweet spot for fashion event attendance, somewhere between 10 and 15. With 10 to 15, I think we can easily expect to have over $1,000 fashion event. With more than 15, though, sales results can end up the same. One of my fashion events had over 20. At least 6 to 8 people left without ordering because I think they were overwhelmed or confused. And I would add, she probably didn't have enough time to get to all of them, is what she's saying. Think outside the box. And so I would say if somebody, a fashionista, says, I can get 40 people to a fashion event, and you have something crazy like that, I would suggest splitting it up into 2 or 3 different fashion events, right, so that you can have some more success there. And she has a more opportunity to earn more jewelry, and you have an opportunity to have more success, right? If you can't talk to them about the opportunity or about bookings from bookings, then you're really missing the boat at the fashion event. You're not just there to sell jewelry. So think outside the box. Where do you want to visit, she says. Who do you know outside your town, county, or state? Do you have pockets of friends or family out around the country who could help make your trip worth it or help it pay for itself? And then, of course, you get to see your family and friends and spend time with them, which for me is way more valuable than any jewelry you would sell. Next one, talk about the Mialisia opportunity. Everyone's eyes get big when I tell them that Mialisia is only 100 days old or in their first 6 months or starting in their first year of business. They know and recognize what kind of opportunity this is. At fashion events, once I knew they understood that, I didn't just ask for referrals. I spoke it into reality by saying to them while nodding my head, I know you're going to think of someone who would love this kind of opportunity or be great at this and fall in love with this concept. Please tell them about Mialisia and urge them to contact me. They would all nod their head with me and agree to tell them about Mialisia. So even though I left with just 1 new team member instead of 3, I'm confident there are other 2 out there still waiting for me to be told, or waiting for me to tell them about their next business venture. Very well written, Stephanie, and just thank you for being with us. We're blessed to have women of all 3 of your caliber, Jessica, Jill, and Stephanie, and so many of you out there. Guys, this is simple business. It's blocking and tackling, right, for you football fans, and I know we have several of you out there. Annelise is looking at me like you're talking to a group of women, but I have a bunch of women that love football because I see you on Facebook. You're like crazy like I am, and this is basic blocking and tackling. If you execute on the basics and simplicity of this business, you will, not could, not should, not probably, you will be successful because you will figure out how to make your failures successes. But if you give up at failures, you'll never figure them out and you'll never be better. I was laying in bed last night. Annelise and I were talking about the business and just about just trials in life in general. And recently we've had several trials, both in the personal life or just in corporate or in other things as we made a transition from our corporate jobs to running our own company. And there's been challenges. And we were talking about how maybe 2 years ago we would have panicked at some of these challenges or trials or gotten angry or gotten frustrated, and how we were just calm and how we felt like we were okay. Things were going great and that we could choose to focus on the positive. I'll share with you personally that in my past, I've been known as not a very patient person. And then the last month, I've really worked on my patience. And I've discovered that this is silly to some, but to me it was a revelation, that I have the ability to choose if I get frustrated. I have the ability to listen to others or not listen to others. I have the ability to consume positive things that uplift me versus negative stuff that tears me down. I have the ability to put things in perspective and share with others my experiences and try to turn negatives into positives, not to be obnoxious, but to simply be someone that's choosing to be happy. You know, it's so funny. We try to go out there and get all these things to make ourselves happy, right? Whether it be substances or whether it be business ventures or whether it be boyfriends or girlfriends or husbands or wives or no matter what it is, vacations or trips. And all of those things can be enjoyed. But my experience has been, if you're not happy before you partake of any of that, that's not going to do it for you. There's only really one way to be happy, and that's to choose happiness. It's to choose your attitude each and every day you get up. And I don't want to sound preachy here, but I just want to share with you that this is working for me, and it's made a big difference, and that we are so grateful for each of you, and the fact that you take time out of your schedules to get on calls like these, the fact that you work hard, that you drive across the country to hold a fashion event for a company that we created out of our basement. It is both overwhelming and invigorating. We are so thrilled that we have so many people doing so well. Recently, in the last week, I've had several designers that haven't done much for the last couple of months call us and say, I am back in, I am back engaged, I apologize for being gone, and several of them said, I've just felt that I needed to be a part of this again. And what a wise decision that is. Of course, I'm a little tainted there, but it is a wise decision. We are going to change the way that women wear jewelry without a doubt. And this company will be successful. It will be. And so we want each of you to be with us so that it changes your lives as well as ours. And we're always, always trying to create the culture where you all feel a part of a family. And we try to do that every single day. So thank you, everybody. Happy New Year 2014. We have to make this the best one out there. We have to get out there. We have to change some lives. There are people out there waiting right now for us to contact them. Let's go get them. Let's bring them into our family. I can assure you that we are different than any other direct sales company, both in concept and in culture, and that they will feel part of a family here with our company. We love you. We are grateful for you, and have a great New Year.
We love you. Thank you so much.